Hey everyone, it's Libby from Maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's W-O-R-I-M-I, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. Absolute pleasure to have you along. Yes, I know my eyes are flaring up something shocking today. Yesterday, they've been coming really good. Then last night I was in bed, it was late. I was practically asleep and they felt a bit dry, so I reached into my bedside drawer and got out the castor oil that I hadn't used for a while. Now it is organic, cold pressed, local castor oil, so it's none of this funky stuff, and put that on them. And this morning I woke up with the eyes like this. So no more castor oil for me. And it is Friday, so you don't have to look at them for another couple of days. So hopefully they'll be hunky-dory by the time Monday comes around. But on that note, I don't know about you guys, but I am also really struggling. And I think Monday my time, Sunday in the US, is the lunar eclipse. So that's going to be really interesting. As we're going into the lunar eclipse, I am really struggling with putting together, co-opting, no, that's not the word I'm after, what my eyes are seeing and what they are actually seeing. Does that make sense? Like the live that wasn't live the other day. Oh my goodness, it was for me, so obviously not live, but you've got all these outlets that are going, oh, the live, he was looking fabulous, blah, 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 blah. Well, aside from the fact that many of them were wearing the same thing that they had been wearing a week earlier at the cabinet meeting, including unusual ties that, you know, the orange twerp would not normally wear. Coincidentally with the woman in the red dress who wore that exact same red dress. It's just very strange that there was so much that was the same. And Rosie from Rosie's Insights picked up apparently that when they started showing the inside of the Oval Office, the little light that says live streaming or whatever on the YouTube went out. So there was that. Combined with that, yesterday with the meeting with the Polish president, I feel some of it was, yes, the orange twerp when he was sitting down in the Oval Office, but when he was actually the imagery of him being outside greeting, which according to Penguin 6, who videos things happening around Washington, D.C., including arrivals at the White House, he said, no, the orange twerp didn't come out and greet the Polish president. It was a woman. And I feel that stage greeting was timed to coincide with the press conference, the media conference going on with the abuse survivors. So I don't know whether that was on time or whether it was late or something along those lines, but it feels like it was coordinated, so therefore they could have the flyover, which was very much an abusive attempt to drown out the words that these young ladies that were children at the time. Do not forget that even though they are beautiful, powerful young women now, they were children at the time. With androgynous tomboyish figures. I'm just going to put that out there. And so there was something about that stage greeting, and that felt like a body double. Now, I don't know whether I'm going nuts. I am down this rabbit hole so far. It's kind of cozy down here, to be honest. But yeah, I think that's partially why my eyes are flaring up as well. But also the castor oil, so no more of that. Anyhow, entertainment only. What I want to have a look at, given that little spiel, almost 5 minutes at the beginning, I'm using my Trip and Wait Tarot, which for those that have been with me for a while know that I am then going to have a look at the orange twerp's health. Now, I'm home alone. Husband came home earlier a couple of videos ago, but he's gone out again. He's gone down to get his free shingles vaccination from the pharmacy. So he basically walks in and he gets the free vaccination for shingles because he's over 65. And then he's heading down for a remedial massage that I shouted for him that he will be able to claim the majority of it back on our health fund. So, yeah, he's living the life really on a Friday. Okay, but I want to have a look at the orange twerp. Okay, so let's have a look, because our government has recognised that getting a free vaccine if you are in that vulnerable zone is a lot cheaper than you getting sick and ending up in the public hospital. There's some news coming out really quickly here. Now, I do get, and I read earlier about potential government shutdown at the end of September. They are trying to keep him alive until after they get their next part 2 of the bill through. So they're trying to keep him alive until after, or the appearance of him being alive until after the end of September to try and get this through. But I think there's going to be some news come forward really quickly about his declining health and that we have the lies that have been told. I don't know who's going to bring this forward, but this is the thief sneaking, stealing. Swords can mean specialists as well. There's some sort of agreement that's in play, and we've got, oh goodness, Russia, the devil, the orange twerp, some sort of an announcement coming out, an inability to harvest his health any longer, and then we've got the walking away, and the abuse of power, the betrayal, the deceit, the treason, the sabotage, and desperately trying to defend themselves. I think his health is at an end, and it's going to change everything with the Wheel of Fortune. Now, I do apologise if you're just listening, because I tend to just go by the visuals on the cards. I do know the by rote meanings, but because I'm a storyteller reader, I tell the story in like storyboard form. I hope that makes sense. Now, a few of you asked, so I did post a link to iHip in my post sections. It's a podcast, couple of amazing ladies. Cankles McMuffin top, or McMuffin ankles, or McMuffin cankles, or whatever they call them. You only need to watch about the first 90 seconds, and they have on that a recording of the supposed orange twerp calling into Fox for his ramble. Now, his voice, I can do nails down a chalkboard. I can do a spade on a concrete footpath. I cannot stand the sound of his voice. I don't know that that was him. I mean, it was rambling and it was carrying on about windmills and BS, but I don't know that that was him. Now, a few of you have asked, did he have a left ventricle asset device inserted when he was missing for that week? So an LVAD. Apparently, it's a device that goes into the heart, the left heart ventricle, to pump blood. I didn't look into it too much, but to pump the blood around the body, which is the bit when you're waiting for a heart transplant, but he won't get a heart transplant, he's too old. But it basically, when the heart is failing, these can be implanted to keep the heart working. Like quite a few of you asked me about it, and apparently there is an external battery that is on almost like on braces or something. So I'm going to have a look. Has the orange twerp had a left ventricle assistance device? Let me get that right. Not an asset, assistance device. Left ventricle assistance device. That was my shorthand that I couldn't read. Has he had a left ventricle assistance device installed or something similar. A few of you asked me about a pacemaker, but I wasn't picking up a pacemaker. But this other one, did he have this installed? I mean, gosh, one would think it would make one feel better. I would swear that what was he missing for 10 days after the November the 5th? And I would put money on it that he got stents inserted then and was in recovery from that. Because I kept getting that Three of Swords like every reading up until then, and then he went missing, and I didn't get the Three of Swords after that for a heck of a long time. So did he have an LVAD inserted? Let's have a look. The Hermit, shining a light in the dark, trying to find a path forward. So this is trying to find a path forward. This is I'm going to say some sort of temporary measure to find a path forward. Challenged by temperance, spinning the story back and forth, the challenge being temperance, the blood flow back and forth, the blood flow to and from the heart. Now, apparently Junior and Eric, Dumb and Dumber, launched crypto on something or other, stock exchange or whatever it was. Dumber, Eric, apparently, or was it John? It might have been Sniffy Jr. I can't remember. Somebody emailed me about it. Sniffy Jr. basically said on live television that it was a Ponzi scheme. Yeah, which is highly illegal. Oh man. Anyhow, so it's basically buying time. The blood pumping back and forth, keeping him this side of the angelic realm, 1 foot in the angelic realm and 1 foot in the earthly realm. I'm just going to put it that way. He's pretty close. Yeah, it's his heart procedure, the energy he's in at the moment. Okay, let's keep going. In the past, looking at all the options, trying to decide which one to undertake. I mean, these two major arcana, the yes cards, the heart card, the surgery card with the specialist surgery with the swords. This is his health in the past, looking at the options, disappointed in the options available. You know, they're basically keeping a corpse alive. Let's see where this goes. Emotionally walking away, leaving. Fluid. I think the fluid's just going to build up again, and they're just going to say there's nothing more we can do. Because I do get that they drain fluid. That's what I've been getting for the last week, is fluid draining. I think the fluid's going to build up again, and the specialist is just going to say there's nothing we can do. The immediate future, because of abusing your body, the self-sabotage, the choices that you made that put you in this position. Thinking all good fun and games, but nope. Oh man. Externally, there's going to be a volatile message come out. Oh no, I'm getting different for this. Thank you. If you hear my guides, let me know, because they've pulled me up on that and said basically externally they're trying to stop the information getting out. So this knight carrying this information, and it is volatile, explosive information, but the horse is rearing up. It will charge forward at some stage, but at the moment it's rearing up. It's not going anywhere. Internally, it's huge because they're trying to get the plan completed. Again, it's the same over and over that I keep getting. They're trying to get the plan done. And part of this is whatever's coming for this bill for the end of September. They're not going to release the information. It's explosive information because they're trying to get this through. Because Yeah, I know. Theoretically, then Vance would step up and he'd just continue on. Vance is despised, and he does not have the stranglehold over the Congress people that the Orange Twerp has. And he's despised by MAGA and anyone who's not MAGA. So this is why they're trying to get this through. I've been saying over and over that they thought they had until just before the midterms. If the Orange Twerp stepped aside just before the midterms and Shady stepped up, he could get 10 years, and that's what they were planning. 10 years worth of a Shady president, which is why they wanted somebody young who was could be, be the puppet out the front, so that he could go the 10 years with vote manipulation and all the rest of it. The Orange Twerp, he's going a lot quicker than what they thought he would. So they're desperately trying to keep him going. The hopes and fears, the justice, divine justice, justice being wielded, bullseye on her skirt here, the scales, weighing the scales. Ooh, boy. I hope potentially that not getting Supreme Court. I think this is their fear that events will overtake them. Okay? The outcome. Some sort of an announcement coming from the White House. This could also be pushing him out to the front with the yeah, all's hunky-dory, all's good. We know it, but you've got these rats in the background fleeing. Now, Rubio today blamed the Orange Twerp for the supposed attack on the supposed Venezuelan drug running boat because it was in international waters, which makes it an international crime. It was a criminal act, entertainment only. Rubio publicly blamed the Orange Twerp. The Orange Twerp said it was Rubio. The Rubio turned around and said, no, it wasn't. It was you. Publicly. Right. So announcements coming from the White House as they continue to trot him out. The Six of Cups, the gift that they're trying to keep giving. But again, you've got people walking away in the background here. The gift from the past that's in the past, and the Tower moment. Wow. Okay, did not expect that. Did not expect that. I'm going to say yes, he has. Then you've got the military, and you've got we the people, and or the Biden orders, and you have information coming out really quickly that has been hidden about a false victory. Let's keep going. The Page of Pentacles, looking at this, it's just going to be too heavy. The steel, the death, the devil, and money trails. Money trails are going to be offered up from overseas. Russia, those that have had these contracts and agreements are not going to like this. And we have legal action, and watch them run for the exits with that Six of Swords and Nine of Wands because of the dark money, and they're going to have to flee without their bank accounts potentially. Watch for this coming out. I cannot give you a time. Oh, I wish it was tomorrow. But yeah, okay, I'm going to agree. I'm going to say yes, he had some form of heart surgery that took X number of days to recover. They trotted him out for half an hour yesterday. I suspect, let's have a look. Did they attempt to bring out the real Trump on, what was it? Oh, what was yesterday? Thursday. So which was your Wednesday. So that would have been your Tuesday. So did they attempt to bring out the real Trump for the live? Why it was delayed? Did they attempt? I mean, he's never standing, yet in this one he was allegedly standing. Did they attempt to bring out the real Trump for this not live? Failed, and that's why they had to resort to the pre-recorded with bit of AI to make it appear current. So you'll notice a lot of his answers were very generic. Reports from the normal Oval Office press pool was that they were ushered out, not allowed in. So apparently they were in and were ushered out. The only reporter you saw was this Fox report, supposed Fox reporter, and you only heard 2 questions being asked, and some of them were not very pleasant questions, but he was very amicable in his replies. But if you listen to the replies, they were fairly generic replies, so it's almost like the questions were asked to get that reply, and anything that was current, and the only 2 things I think that were current were the trash bag out of the White House window and the supposed, might not have even been the Venezuelan boat. That might not have even been current. It was just, so pretty much the trash bag out of the White House window. There might have been something else. If you have a look at the answer, the lips don't quite, like slow motion, the lips don't quite match up. Not quite, close, really close, but don't quite match up with the words. Entertainment only. Okay, what was my question? Did they try and bring out the real one and failed? 6 of Pentacles, giving and receiving help. His failing health, giving him the medication, trying to bring it about. I'm going to say yes. They're juggling away, but unsteady on his feet. Pretty much not upright, declining, woozy, you name it, bilious. Won't you be bilious on that seas too? I think they did, but he couldn't. He couldn't. Yeah, move to Plan B. The energy that they were stewing in, loss and disappointment at Plan A, having to resort to Plan B that was not their preferred because he was down. Down, 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 down. He may have even died and been brought back. Oh, I wonder if we can sue whoever did that. But the Ten of Swords in the past. This could be major surgery. You got blood vessels up here, feeling like he's been stabbed in the back. Down, seriously down. Seriously down. In the past, he was before this. I think they tried to get him out there, but they couldn't. Crowning the reading, 2 of Wands, let's go to Plan B, the alternate option. The immediate future in regards to this, the Fool. Let's fool the people. Let's try and fool the people, except that the little doggy here is going, yap, yap, yap. Don't be fooled. That's me. Yeah, externally, he wasn't recovered. He was not recovered. And they covered it up. So you got the 4 of Swords externally and internally, the Moon card, they covered it up. It was a lie that might find itself revealed. Let's keep going. The Wheel of Fortune, because the wheel is turning and karma is catching up quicker than they can manage. Oh, look at these awful cards for him, the 5 of Pentacles. His health is out for breakfast. The Hermit, trying to find a way, shine a light and find a way, a temporary way forward. And the Queen of Cups, keeping a lid on it. Absolutely. It was, they tried to get him out there and they had to resort to Plan B because he was out for lunch. His health couldn't get him off his bed. Oh, let me have another look at yesterday. Yesterday with the President of Poland. Feeling ill about this actually. The President of Poland. Was it a body double? With the President of Poland, at least part of it, was it a body double? The timing of various aspects of it were wrong. The announcement came out for the US to cut security funding for countries bordering Russia, which includes Poland. There's something really, really skew-if. Now, we've been telling you for ages it's going to get worse, it's going to get worse, but oh man, something really skew-if about this. So let's have a look. Was there a double? Was there a double for at least some part of the footage shown with the Polish president? Come on down, and then that'll do me for the weekend. There might be more than one double here. Creating clones is what I'm getting while they work on his house. Plotting behind the scenes. This could be consultations about his health, but this could all... The Polish president, I'd say, was in on it. Yeah, let's go to plan B with the Two of Swords. We've got here my Russia card in the past, the threat of Russia. His health is out for breakfast, absolutely, with that Five of Pentacles. Secrets, hidden agendas with the High Priestess. Trying to find a path forward. Trying to keep a lid on things with the Queen of Cups, the hopes and fears. They're not going to be able to. It's just going to be too much with that Eight of Cups. The outcome, some sort of announcement coming from the White House. You've got the infighting happening behind the scenes while they're trying to put this facade on. And the Queen of Pentacles trying... And then we've got the two trying to juggle and look after his health. I'm going to say no. I don't think it was. At least for some of it. I'm just looking at what other cards are there. Again, entertainment only. I keep feeling that the greed body double. The 30 minutes in the Oval Office itself, I think they might have trotted him out for that, but 30 minutes, I mean, this guy goes for hours normally. 30 minutes was barely a hello, let me shake your hand. So, okay, I'm going to leave it there. Have a fabulous weekend. If something really major happens over the weekend, I'll be on, but if not, enjoy your time out. Love to you all. Take care. Bye-bye.